Hey there, StarCraft fans, Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft War Remastered. Today on Polestar, gonna be Bisu and Soma. Bottom right, Soma, ASL champion 21 and 20. Top left, it is Bisu, the best Protoss player of all time, according to Resume. Now, we're on Polestar, a giant 4-player map. Can we go Nexus first against a Zerg player? On this map is thinking Bisu right now. I think we can, but the risk of him scouting cross spawn and going pool first is a little bit too much, I think, for Protoss, but I want to see somebody do that at some point, right? Got this hot off the presses from RJB. It's a good one. He watches every single replay he sends to me and sends me the good ones, not the bad ones. So that's why the level of replay is so highly consistent here on the channel. We've got ourselves a gate opening here. Oh, pylon into a gate, into a Nexus. Got a hallucinated Kakaru running out of energy and disappearing into the fog of war. So what's going on today, everybody? Hope you're having a great time. StarCraft in 2026. Yes, indeed it is. Hit that like button, subscribe. Got 70,000 subs recently. A nice milestone to hit. And let's see 100,000 before I turn 100 years old. Shall we? Let's do that. There's the gate timing. There's the hatch first timing here. Yeah, there's the Overlord. No pool yet, so it's going to be a hatch first. At about 11 supply. Probe scouting after throwing down to the gate. Short rush distance down the left side. No Zerg there, but will he see the Overlord? That is a question, right? So let's see. Probe. Scouting, scouting, scouting. Can we see the Overlord? He's not looking for the Overlord. He's looking for creep. He doesn't see any creep. He turns around immediately and then checks for the Overlord scouting from the other direction. Does he see it? Does he see it? No, because Terror the Overlord is too smart for that, right? So he doesn't know where the Zerg player is, and this delays the information just a little bit. And again, delaying information is a good way to win a game of StarCraft. So here we are. Probe says, yes. Wait a second. Natural base here. Okay, hold on a second. So the pool timing is late for a pool first place, as Bisu is like, where is your base? Where is your second base? It's over here, man. Hatch firsting at the third. Soma playing mind games. And Bisu's like, you want to take this base, right? Even if you've taken it somewhere else, you still want to take this base. And there's a drone scouting out. We got ourselves a Zealot across the map here. Pool is just about done. Should be A-okay here. For Soma, I think, Zealot going to check this? Is he going to check the base over here, maybe? Or just go right into the main? Ooh, Probe got a kill on that drone here at the natural base. Excellent stuff there from Bisu. Look at this. Look at the delay. Delay, 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 delay. Delay, throwing down a pylon for delay, and then the Zealot shows up, and nope. Not going to take this base anytime soon. We do have 4 Lings on the way, but a Probe and a Zealot can defeat 4 Zerglings. Are we going to finish this pylon is the question. Zealot says, aha, this is where your second base is. And yeah, go ahead and cancel it. There's the cancel. There's the refund. Probe going back home. Zealot here with 0 kills, but he's been a little bit of a harassment here for Bisu. Back home. Nexus on the way. Second base. Lings across the map. Are we flooding Lings? Yes, we are still making Lings here at 3 minutes. Ooh, maybe throw down a forge, right? For cannons. Look at this. Look how many Lings there are. Lings all there. Lings here. Lings here too. We are flooding Lings. Are we prepared for this? Yes, throwing down a forge, hoping to wall it off. Zealots plugging the holes with their own Zealot bodies. And here are the Zerglings. And this is a game, right? This is a game we play. Zealots are like, okay, we don't want to let the gateway die, but still going out there allows Lings to slip in. So gateway, are we going to take it down? I think this is enough Lings to take down the gateway. Man, look at the micro here from Soma. This is nuts. Can we protect it while this cannon warps in? No. Gateway is down and Ling flood now. Go, 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 go. Get in there. Zealots defending as hard as they can. Probes being pressed into service as well. Can we keep the cannon alive as it warps in, focusing down Zealots? And then focusing down Probes here. No focusing down the cannon. Can't do that because there are 2 more Zealots on the premises. But look at this. More Lings coming up. Dude, into the main base we go. Scouting the Cyber Core timing. Scouting the gas timing. And boom. Taking down Probes that are harvesting gas. These lings are like, okay, so the cannon is down. You saw that. You saw the cannon is done. You didn't even try to attack the cannon. Maybe he didn't. Maybe that was blindness, right? Player blindness is just the same as caster blindness, I think. Focusing on one thing at the detriment of other things is blindness in StarCraft. And yeah, players can have it too. So we got 4 lings inside the base. We've got these lings here trying to get in. And there we go. Trying to attack the cannon. Nope. Just bypassing it as much as we can. Slipping in between the 2 zealots. No. Excellent block there by the zealots there. Cannon has a lot of ling kills. There's a lot of ling blood there. And the responsible party is the photon cannon. So 3 bases for Soma. He's droning behind this. 5 drones on the way. What are we going to do against the Corsairs, man? No sign of a lair yet. 100 gas. Is it going to be a lair? Or are we going to make a Hydra den? Come on, Soma. You need something for the Corsairs. Look, Stargate is done. Corsair production has begun. Production tab. And at this stage, I think the only thing that can defend your overlords in time is going to be an evolution chamber and a spore. Dude, what? Soma, bud. It's 6 minutes. You have 0 anti-air. What are you doing? Okay. Hydra Den is on the way now. Okay, Hydra Dens don't take that long to show up. Unlike Spires, right? If you threw down a Spire now, everything would die long before the Spire was finished. But Hydra Dens, fast. Hydra production, fast as well. Again, cheap, fast, attacks air, attacks ground. The Hydras are such a good unit, especially at 1 supply. Crazy plays. Corsair here, again, losing 1 Overlord is expected in this matchup. And anything crazy? Citadel of Adun, very good Citadel. And then finally making a lair here at about 7 minutes. But Bisu's defense, good. Right? He lost a couple probes, but so many lings died for what? A gateway? The cannon didn't go down. A couple zealots died, but that's about it. I think Bisu won the early game here. The first 7 minutes go to Bisu. We got zealots back here saying, hey, early 4th? No. Think twice about it. There are zealots here, bub. So Hydra Den down. Production tab says we do, in fact, have Hydras. There we go. 2 Hydras, enough to chase away Corsairs, trying to kill an Overlord. Yeah, very good. Again, anti-air, so good. Anti-ground, pretty good as well for Hydras. It is the backbone of the army in this matchup. And sometimes in TVZ as well, you know, according to the meta shift that happened a couple of years ago, which I enjoy a lot in TVZ. Second cannon. It's like, is there a Spire? This looks like a Hydra bust. No Spire. Could be a Hydra bust. You have to prepare for that eventuality. Cannons ahoy. Zealots. Speed almost done. +1 attack. Almost done. Everything is looking great here for Bisu. More gates. We've got a DT. Oh, I love that. As always, 1 DT at the front of your base. When Hydras show up and there's not an Overlord, instant defense. Just 1 DT. That's it. That's all you have to do. Storm coming up. 8.5 minutes. 8 minutes and 12 seconds. Thank you very much. We have High Templar in production. And production tab here for the Zerg player is going to be 1 Hydra, 4 Hydras. +1 attack for the Hydras. Oh, Corsair. Man, they are so tanky. Everything's tanky. Everything is tanky for Protoss. Look at this. Taking down the Overlord at the 3rd base. Zealots are here. A DT coming down would be pretty effective, especially if the Overlord is dead. Oh my gosh, DT, get there. Get there before detection is showing up here. Overlord on the way, but it takes a minute for Overlords to spawn in. Corsair 1 kill. Corsair 1 kill. And man, look at this, dude. DT, womp. Womp. 2-shotting Hydras. Womp. Womp. 2-shotting Hydras. Run, Hydras. Get out of there. You are in danger. But also the DT is in danger because there is an Overlord popping right now. And look at this. Blocking the evacuation just a little bit and then sniping it down. DT got some damage. Not as much damage as he wanted to, but Soma is a very tricksy and very good at defending against DTs. Whew. What do we have in production there? Singularity charge. Corsair just parked inside the main base. No +1 for them because there is no Spire. And he knows. Ooh, a Spire is on the way. A tech switch to mutas is something you have to watch out for as a Protoss because they can snipe down your High Templar and then Mass Hydra will kill you. Without Storm, every single PvZ would result in just a Hydra bust and a win for the Zerg player. I guess we would see cannon rushes and maybe 2 gates as well. But man, if you allow Hydras to get out as a Protoss player, Just prepare to die if you don't have Storm. Maybe Reavers? Reavers can hold back the Horde. But Storm is the best way that professional players know how to handle it. And yeah, just do what the pros do, man. So, here we got more cannons coming up. Hydro bus timing. Yes, coming soon to a theater near you. Hatchery, excelente. Macro hatch in it. 3 base in it. Zealots, scary. But again, enough Hydras and the Zealots are not very scary. These Corsairs don't have +1 attack. They only have one friend in the world, another Corsair, but they're still trying to take down Overlords. The stick-to-itiveness and the perseverance of these Corsairs is legendary and inspiring. So we got +1 Hydras coming across the map. Any more upgrades? No, we have 7 Mutas though too, dude. Soma, you are so good. Okay, so this is coming down to, can we snipe the High Templar? That's it. Can the Muta snipe the High Templar and allow the Hydras to get as much damage as they can do? Or will the Mutas fail in their mission? And then Storm just thins out the Hydra numbers. Zealots come in. Dragoons come in with their range and finish it off. And then the counterattack kills the Zerg. Oh, not even waiting for an attack. This is an attack of its own, not a counterattack. All right, Bisu. I like this. I like this bravery. Third base warping in behind it. So Mutas are here. Only 7, right? Yeah, only 7. Good enough to take down a High Templar. Keeping these High Templar in the middle of this ball is very important for High Templar. My apologies. Sir, look at this. Trying to snipe them down. Psy storming. Dragoons attacking. 3 High Templar live. How many storms do they have? 1, 2, 3. 3 of them. And oh no. Soma, Muta's coming in the right side. Only 2 of them. The High Templar are like, we're not worried about that at all. And oh! No counterattack necessary. Bisu. Again, this came down to, can the Muta snipe down the High Templar? The answer was no. Not in time, anyway. Look at this High Templar storm there. This is it's an Archon 2 High Templar, which got a lot of kills. And yeah, look at this. Ranged 1/1 Dragoons versus your +1 attack Hydras. We had 10 more Hydras on the way, but holy smokes, what an attack. And if you hadn't expanded here, then yeah, it would have been even more lopsided, right? Make another gateway, a couple more Zealots maybe, and that is it. You can take down Soma. Bisu upsetting Soma here. ASL 20 and ASL 21 champ. It's a recent replay. We love that a lot. I mean, we're talking about a fantastic play here from Bisu. We love that guy. We're good. Okay, excellent stuff there. So, I mean, we're talking about one heck of a great play here from Bisu. It was a 12-minute game. It wasn't anything too insane, but dude, it wasn't Mutas, right? No Mutas harassing, not trying to pick up the High Templar early. He was using the Mutas to deal with the attack. I think Soma was intending to show up and be like, yo, I'm going to kill your High Templar here, and then your attack is really nerfed as it comes across the map, or bring some Hydras along with him. But Bisu says, nah, let's just go now, right? I've got the Storm. I've got the High Templar. I've got 4 of them. They've got Storms available. Some of them have 2. Some of them have 1. All right. Some of them had 1, and then that was it. Good old Tracy's Armory. Got mad at Tracy's. I'm sure you did, Terrans, who were not in this game at all. But that's what we're talking about. I mean, we're just talking about one of the greatest players in the history of StarCraft. Bisu, the best Protoss player ever. He just knows there's this little vulnerable time here. There's no lurkers. There's no sign of a hive. Is someone going to go for a hive? That's the question. Does he have to? No. Does he want to? Maybe not. Hiders and lurkers are good enough, but there's no lurkers. Like, that's the big key here, too. Lurkers against the Zealots would be really effective. Dragoons with lurker support, or lurkers attacking them, plus Hydras have a lot harder time than just the Hydras, especially with the +1 armor that they've got. The +2's on the way. We've seen that time and time again. The Corsairs getting 4 kills. Not too shabby on that one. Look at this Hydra just getting obliterated by the plasma phase disruptor here on whatever Dragoon shot it. One of these guys, I don't know. Someone should take responsibility for it. But yeah, good. Just ridiculously good play here. And yeah, I'll go ahead and tap on another replay, Bisu and Soma, if you're like, oh, I wanted more Bisu. and more Soma than just 12 minutes, that's totally fine. I'll toss another one on for you. So how about you stick around, watch that, enjoy it, right? But we're talking about some great stuff here. The upset, everybody who's like, Zerg is winning too much. Enjoy this game. Enjoy it good. So, end of the day, 41,000 to 58,000 points. Bisu's up. He got outproduced, but he out-killed massively. 87 Zerg units died, and 29 Protoss units died. That's some insane stuff. We've got an outspend here as well, 19,900 at 16,000 in favor of Bisu. You outspend like this, and you are a baller. So, good one. All right, so that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft. Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. Go ahead and like what you saw and sub today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, and TikTok, all at /Falcon Paladin. And enjoy the next cast, but if not, go ahead and we'll see you next time. Hey there, StarCraft fans. It's Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Today, it's going to be Soma and Bisu on Dark Origin, not Neo Dark Origin, just Dark Origin. Both players are unfortunately different shades of green, but the alternative is that they're both the same shade of a red. So top left, it's going to be our Zerg player. It is Soma. And in the bottom right, it is Bisu. Hoo, yeah, we got this. We got this, everybody. This is going to be a Patreon game. For those of you who support me at patreon.com/FalconPaladin for at least $1 a month. You get to see this a month before anybody else does on the YouTube channel. So if you're watching this the week of February the 8th, thank you so much for your support. I really do appreciate it every single day. And if you're watching this in late February 2024 or early March 2024, hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I am here 6 times a week with StarCraft Brood War remastered content, and sometimes it's not remastered. How's that for very fun? All right, what's the play here? ZVP. Gate. It's got to be a gate. Yeah, Bisu loves opening gate against Zerg, especially on a map where he knows where the Zerg player is right off the bat. This is a 2-player map, so knowing where Soma is and going for some of that early Zealot pressure is a slam dunk. And Soma, for some reason, decides on this 2-player map against Bisu that he's going to hatch first. I don't... Okay. You better get a pool up next and not go for an extractor first, man. Your pool needs to come down ASAP. You cannot spend any minerals on an extractor for this to work out. This is Bisu we're talking about, guy. Oh. Why spend any time trying to kill the probe? I guess because the probe's trying to kill you. Okay, he does get a pull down at 200 minerals. Doesn't get the gas up. He knows if there are zealots on the way. Having speed's not going to help against slow zealots. It's not a big deal. But getting the pull down fast is a big deal. So at least he's doing that. Man, this is nuts. And he's sending overlords down on a direct path where the zealots are going to come from. Right, there's no way. I don't think this zealot can avoid getting scouted by this overlord. And he's not even going to try. He's going to like walking right under it. Hey, what's up? It's a zealot. Fear me. It is a Bisu zealot. It certainly is. So the pool's going to finish here. Then you're going to have to wait for Zerglings to show up. And oh my gosh, he's getting what? He thought about getting a fast third. Okay, there's the expand. So gate expand here from Bisu. Where is this drone just scouting? Why? This overlord is getting in here, getting all the information that you need. Anyway, Zealot says, why? I don't understand hacking at an egg. You can't kill the egg. Getting some damage on the hatchery at least is damage that sticks around. Whoa! Okay. Then Soma's expanding down here. A bit of a ninja third base for him. This gives him access to this back way up this ramp into Bisu's main as well. Ay caramba. Okay, and then he made a ton of lings. Interesting. Wow, what are you doing here, Soma? All right, so 3 zealots. Now the offense has become the defense. The offender's become the defender, I guess. Although offender means something else. Anyway, Cybercore going to help wall this off quite nicely. metabolic boost before lair? What is happening? At some point, Bisu's got to be like, wait. Are you making a macro hatch? You're not getting a lair, you're not getting a macro hatch, you're not throwing down a Hydra den. You have to have a third base somewhere that I just simply don't know about. Oh, there's a Hydra den here now, but still it's late. Is he going to scout for it? Let's see if Bisu finds this thing in the next, let's say, 2 minutes. Okay? So like 6:15. At 6:15, if Bisu knows about this base, I am feeling good about Bisu. If he doesn't know about that base by that point, I feel bad about Bisu. Because he really should know about this thing. Stargate coming in from Bisu. Nothing too crazy there. Yeah, see, this Zealot's like, but oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. He's scouting this base. Okay, so within like 30 seconds, he found it. Yeah, that 2-minute window was a little bit too generous, I think. So this drone's like, and this drone's like, what? Oh, he's been mining through this back wall. Okay, so now this Zealot just did a very important thing. Dude, this round is impossible. There we go. Even with speed, sometimes it's hard. We're mining through this back mineral field. There are 40 minerals left in it. Now Bisu's like, all right, pylon top here, wall this off, cannon it up. You gotta watch out for attacks on the backside now, which totally sucks. Zealot, this guy makes it all the way across the map. He has 0 kills, and in fact is gonna die with 0 kills. Bringing shame to his family. No, but seriously, Zealots for now are gonna hold this. But like building a cannon up here behind these Zealots would be sweet. And there we go. A cannon. 16 minerals remaining. Long distance mining down here. This is fun. This is really fun. What a fun game. What a fun little bit of a non-standard ZVP. I mean, look, there's Hunters and Lings and Zealots and Corsairs and cannons, and it's not that weird, right? And this gateway is certainly going to die. Fairly well. And wow, he's going for it. He brings the Lings in. He wants that cannon dead. And they do help soften up the cannon so that the Hydras kill it, but then another cannon shows up, and there's another cannon behind it, and another cannon warping in, and another cannon warping in, and then another cannon warping in. Okay, so a lot of cannons to keep Bisu safe during this time of trouble. These Zealots cannot leave this back area, and actually, I think Soma gave up on this. He's like, well, I got scouted. So we're just going to force Bisu to keep a couple Zealots here for an attack that's not coming from that direction anytime soon. Not that it never will, right? But possible. Macro hatch. Lair coming in. Corsair not getting an Overlord. Again, if there are Hydras on the map, it's tough for a single Corsair to get an Overlord if it's inside a base somewhere, right? The response time. The response time is the big deal. So yeah, the gateway died. Cyber Core going down would really actually suck a lot. But it looks like there's just no way for Bisu to handle this. Oh, hang on. We got something else to show you. Oh, I thought these were probes. I thought they were going to be mining out these minerals. Nope, these are Zealots being like, oh, he never finished mining this out. How odd. I mean, I guess he has enough Hydras to bust down this stasis cell prison pretty quickly. Oh, he is mining it out. No, he is. Maybe he wants to set up an attack here at the third base. My goodness. The attacker has become the defender once again. So, Hydra's working on missile attack upgrades. There is the Templar Archives coming in. Zealot legs, good upgrade to have. The buildings at the front completely gone. You feel kind of naked as a Protoss player when that happens. But, oh, there we go. The Zealots show up to the third base. Ah! Drones have to run. The drones kind of try to fight here. One Hydra dies. One drone dies. For 2 Zealots. Fair trades. I think Soma's doing just fine. He is really cutting drones, though, man. He's got 31 drones. And, oh gosh, Zealots. Hold the ramp, boys. Well, they say we've got speed now, so we can do better than that. Look at him trying to cut off and stop some of these Hydras from getting to that spot. There we go. Now it's funneling the Zealots into the Hydra so the ones at the back can't attack. But this is a ton of zealots. This is a surprisingly large number of zealots. Is that another sunken coming in? It's a, well, first sunken coming in. Third macro hatch. This is RK, our guy Soma, trying to do ye old Hydra plays for days. Let's see if he can pull that off. A couple of DTs were produced. There they are. See if they can get any extra damage done. Overlord, if Soma is paying attention to what that Overlord sees, he sees the DTs. And he says, probably, well, I've got enough Overlords and enough Hydras to handle this, so making a Spore seems unnecessary. Gotta say. Storm is done. Everything has changed in this game. The stately Protoss music is upon us. So it's just Hydra, 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 Zealot, 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 Zealot. More gateways getting tossed up here for Bisu. Trying to engage with Zealots and DTs in the middle of the map, but nice little bit of a surround here. Zealots are like, we'll just win the left side, thanks, and then you don't get a surround on us after all. Through that DT, man. 2 kills, so dead. Reinforcing Zealots, forced to chase back. Zealots are like, we'll do a quick roundabout check to see there's not a 4th base coming up from the Zerg player, Soma. And then maybe try to get back home. This Overlord chasing us the whole way because you can't make Dragoons because you don't have a Cyber Core. Like, this is absolutely crazy stuff. He can make High Templar and Dark Templar and Zealots, but he needs the Cyber Core to make Dragoons. Yeah, these Zealots are just trying to take out as many Hydras as they can before they get obliterated. And big Zealot attack here into this 3rd base. Fighting with the Sunken would be nice. He's trying to pre-split. Snipes one of the High Templar, but takes a Storm for it. What else is new? Sunken getting jumped on immediately by several Zealots. Drones get taken down by another Storm there. Sunken goes down. It's a bit of a dangerous, terrible situation here for the Zerg player. Zealots are hacking away. Storms might be out of Storms, and that might signal a shift in this battle. 4-kill High Templar is going to try to evac to this random bit of high ground that maybe only exists so that Terrans can put tanks on it and fire on this base if there's a base there. Hilariously. So Soma handles it. His mass Hydra strategy has been fine so far. Oh, actually, no, this is another backdoor path that allows you to set up tanks on this high ground and murder this stuff. Whatevs. Singularity Charge finally getting researched as a new Cybernetics core has arrived, and we're making 8 Dragoons at a time. Making up for lost time here, I would say. So yeah, Neo Dark Origin has some minerals in the middle here, but original Dark Origin doesn't. Strangely enough that we're on this map. Lurker Aspect has been researched, which is good timing, because your anti-lurker unit is going to be the Dragoon, and this little base just not happening at all. Unfortunately for Bisu, not even close. Observatory on the way, recognizing, okay, I don't know if he scouted some lurker eggs or something, but he's just assuming at some point this mass Hydra stuff's going to turn into Hydra Lurker, so having observers would be nice. Can't necessarily disagree with him on that point. Oh, there are some lurkers here, fair enough. Maybe he saw them coming in burrow? Possibly. Zealots sharking up and down the right side here, trying to make sure this is a safe place to expand. It is for now, but that might change later on. Singularity Charge finishing up. Additional missile attack upgrades coming in here too. Zerg player making a move down to the south, and we have to defend the bridges. The bridges are being overrun. Storms it up. And waiting for these lurker eggs to bust in here, but these choke points make beautiful, beautiful storm points for your psionic storm. So I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work out, but look at him spread the lurkers so that no more than one lurker can be hit by any one storm. Corsair scouts around, says, what's up, what's up? These drones need to get to work. So keep in mind, even Soma's drones don't immediately get to work every time he makes drones. There's a lot going on in StarCraft. Spire on the way from Soma. Speaking of a lot going on in StarCraft, Soma finally is taking what really should be his third base naturally on this map as a fourth at 14 minutes. Bisu taking his third base, warping in, and Soma's going to do everything in his power to shut that down. Free Zealot is free. Oh, a Hydra does die, not a Free Zealot. That cost one Hydra, and these little narrow choke areas are very scary to fight in because of the aforementioned storm. So not something that Soma wants to do. He wants to drag you out of that narrow choke, get in place where he can concave you, or just abandon the position altogether. Either way, just doesn't want anything to do with it. So we could see Scourge to pick off Obs. This Spire could also be used to snipe High Templar with Mutas. Because without High Templar, this Mass Muta stuff, or this Mass Hydra stuff is super, super strong. It's really, really strong. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what comes through that production tab when ye old Spire finishes, which again is a long time. 151, 135 supply. Bisu's up that way. It's 50 to 48 workers though, and that's a place that Soma's up. Yeah, Soma getting up to that 65 worker count might actually be something we see here. Trickily enough. Left side. Strong side. He does fire up 10 mutas. Okay. Part of that is because he knows there's not a Corsair ball, right? He knows, yes, a Corsair has been made. Maybe 2 Corsairs have been made. They don't have +1 attack. They're just here for scouting purposes, maybe picking off a stray Overlord here and there. But there is not a Corsair ball running around, so mutas are going to be really effective. And that's going to be their primary motive, right? Their primary motive is picking off High Templar that are part of this composition. Maybe even getting deep into the main base, or there are really no cannons protecting this area from muta attack. Bisu getting a 4th base up this way, and actually getting some cannons here, because you can plant lurkers here and actually stab spines up into those mineral positions. Oh, he goes for it. The mutas come in, trying to snipe off those High Templar. They're not saving themselves. Instead, they go after Hydras, and they do kill some of those, but these High Templar are dying to this Mutaflock. It's a bit of a surprise Mutaflock. He's, wow, weakening Zealots. Actually straight up taking down Dragoons with these Mutalisks, too. This is insane. Surprise mutas are surprising. Obs get sniped down. Bring the lurkers in. It's 2 Obs got sniped. Pull back. Send the lurkers in. Where are these lurkers going? Guys, we just killed the Obs in this area. All right. We swing up this way. Oh, see, he's going to try to get the lurk. That's what those cannons are for. Maybe the mutas can dive bomb him. It's been a little... Oh, is he dropping on this? No. He thought about it. Oh, it's a fake drop. Oh my gosh. He fake dropped, pushed the natural instead. But now there are more storms. That's a great storm. There was a drone here for some reason. I don't know what that's all about. Mutaflock injured, but relatively healthy, all things considered. Considering they're straight up fighting against a Protoss player, Bisu is in a lot of trouble here, folks. This Mutaflock caught him utterly off guard. Is he even producing more Corsairs? No. He's not. But he's got another Obs. That's for dang sure. He tries to snipe the Obs. Oh my gosh. Storm, 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 storm. The Mutas are better at dodging storms than Hydras are, though. But Soma decides, is it time to pick up and get out of here? Good Obs snipe. Good Obs snipe. Lurker burrow. Lurker burrow. Lurker burrow. What are you doing? Lurker burrow. Or get out of there. Choose one or the other, man. All right. So Soma says 5th base for me. I couldn't deny this base. I couldn't deny this base. Bisu is doing just fine. Yes, 160 to 153 supply. Bisu's up. He's down a little bit in worker count, but that's not something to be super worried about. Lurkers getting stormed up. This is exactly what Protoss fans love to see. Muta's dive bombing in again, trying to pick off High Templar, trying to avoid Archon splash. Oh, that Muta group just got blitzed. 5 of them remain. Still enough to pick up a High Templar, but not easy to do. What's the play here, though? Got the Hydras. Got the Lurkers. I don't know. We're going to see Reavers added into the comp here from Bisu. That is the question. Although sometimes when there's a Mutalisk flying around, Reavers don't feel as comfortable, right? Alright. Soma takes the last available base up at this top right-hand corner. That's the only place left to expand here. Puts him at 6 total bases. He does say, please storm your own stuff, guys. Got one, got one, got one, got another one. And, okay, the mutas are gone. 5 more being produced. Soma is re-upping his Mutalisk subscription today. And why are these Zealots not killing this base? Guys, like, I understand you didn't need that many Zealots to kill this base, but, dude, everyone's so worried about this is the problem. Everybody's super worried about this. Hydra's busting in, getting stormed so hard. Archon gets murdered. The Hydra count seems moderately endless, and this 3rd base is in a lot of trouble. Probes evac. Maybe some of them survive. This is kind of working. Bisu says, screw it, we ball, and heads up to go for the base race. Loses his 3rd, loses some High Templar there. He's still up in overall supply. Like, economically, he's toast, so he pushes up into the natural base of Soma. Can he get in here? Can he take down hatcheries? Can he kill important tech structures? He's going to try to hold the bridge behind him while sending these guys in to clear out this entire area. There are no Nidus canals, so the ability to reinforce this main base is nil, which is insane. The Hydras bust up into the 4th base of Bisu to try to wipe it out, and this is now some abject chaos. What? No, the Zealots and Archons. He's trying to save another Nexus that goes down. Storms are still plentiful. He's still producing storms here. It's 127.89 total supply. The army of Bisu is massive. It is so much bigger than Soma's, but Soma has more income available. As the time ticks on here, this is going to be more and more problematic for Soma. He's going to lose the spawning pool. He's going to lose the Spire. Another big Protoss army swings into this 4th base to wipe it out. Soma pulling back his forces to try to protect his 5th base here. His 6th base is dead. These Zealots finally took it out, which they should have done a long time ago. And drone count was 40. It's less than that now. Trying to use Hydras to save this base, but that is not happening, friends. These are Dragoons. They have 2 attack and 3 armor. They are tanky, strong boys. They can stand up to you, Hydras, with your +2 attack and +1 armor without much difficulty whatsoever. Drone down, drone down, drone down. All right. These Hydras sniping these High Templar, worth their weight in gold. He does. He gets all 3 High Templar. That's big. Every High Templar that Bisu has right now is necessary to his potential victory in this game. 102 to 59 supply. Once again, the army value for Soma is for Bisu rather, is so much bigger. But Hydras are cheap. Sunkens don't count as army supply, and they will provide a lot of value here too. Let's see if Bisu can pull this thing out. My gosh. This is very close to me wanting to call this an epic game. If we can get down to both players under 100 supply, I might want to go there. Coming up this ramp with Lurkers and Sunkens, you gotta do it. The longer you wait, the worse it is for you. This Archon wanders in, gets absolutely obliterated. It takes a couple Hydras with him, though, and buys some time for the rest of this army to get up onto even ground. Even ground here. Sniping Hydra. Zealot's getting on top of these Sunkens. That Lurker gets specifically target fired. There we go. 70 to 47 total overall supply right now. Can Soma handle this? Archon swings around from the top side. At the very least is going to tank a bunch of damage that would otherwise be going here. Hydra's popping out immediately, being put into the fight. Another beautiful storm. And this base is going to go down. The only question is, oh my gosh, this base. No, he whiffed on the storm. He whiffed on the storm. Bisu trying to retake his third. Can't quite pull it off. The fifth base of Soma is gone. Now that's what's left is this. And Dragoons can sit on this high ground and fire on the drones there. That's huge. You don't have to be siege tanks to do that. This base, he needs... Okay, he's got an obs. Okay, he saves the base. Bisu saves the base. Holy cannoli. All the mining of Soma is now done. He evacs because of the high ground problem. He doesn't have any more hatcheries to go back to. Has Bisu pulled this off? Did Bisu pull this off? I don't care if he did or not. This is an epic game. This is it. No, there's no income. Okay, there's a little bit of income for Bisu now. There's no income for the Zerg player. Archon provided a lot of that. Oh my gosh. Archon and a High Templar died. Remember when I said Bisu had a source of income? He totally did. Just not anymore. High Templar gets a storm off, kills 2 of the Hydras. Every unit dying is really important here. 1 Dragoon is left behind to make sure this base does not get any mineral income whatsoever. Look at him go. Look at him go. Yes, yes. Meanwhile, oh my gosh, Bisu's 37 to 15 supply. Somehow, Bisu is now up double the supply of Soma thanks to some scrappy last-second storms. He's got his third base rolling. This is the third base, actually, of Soma, hilariously. He's got a Dragoon micro his way. That's not very good Dragoon micro, Bisu, but that's okay. You're busy doing other stuff. I understand. Fire on these drones, you stupid Dragoon. Oh, okay, so the Lurkers have now protected this high ground, but now here comes an observer, and now the Dragoons, they have to fight. It's a small-scale fight, but it's an important fight. He needs to make sure the Lurker spines are not hitting more than 1 Dragoon at a time. He loses a Dragoon, but he still has 2, and these mineral patches are mined out anyway for Soma. I cannot believe this game. I cannot. 33 and 35 minerals, and that's it. Soma taps out. And Bisu from an untenable position where 9 out of 10 other Protoss players would have fallen down and died. Bisu breaks out and comes on top to win the game. That was insanity. That was pure insanity. I cannot believe Bisu won that thing. He was down so big, but a lot of that was workers for Soma. The army value for Bisu was pretty big when things started to go nuts, and he got every bit of value out of these units. 12 kills on that Dragoon. 12. Man. These Dragoons. 10 kills on that guy. And that's pretty much it for Bisu. He's not sporting a giant army out here. What's he's got 2 Dragoons. He's got 3 more Dragoons. And he's got 5 Dragoons. Wait, and these guys. 6, 7, 8, and an Archon. And an Archon. So, like, it's not the tiniest army of all time, but for the 26-minute mark of the final moments of of APVZ against Soma, it doesn't feel like very much, does it? And it's not. Wow. Yeah, epic tag in that one. What a great game for the Patreon game this week. Hot didgeridoo. And once again, we've got another Zerg player who's like, Hydra Lurker is all I need. And, you know, in fairness, it almost worked out for him. It really did. But at the end of the day, nope. Nope. Bisu had, what? Ye old Storm. He had Dragoons. He had great upgrades on his Dragoons. He had Zealots. That's all you need. As long as you're not getting super out-macroed by Hydra Lurker, you can defeat this as a Protoss. And he did. It was tough. The macro was incredible by Soma. Soma is very strong and very scary, but Bisu gets it in the end. Oh. That was amazing. All right, 194,000 points to 233,000 points. Bisu wins that one. Got outproduced, but out-killed. 2-to-1 ratio on both sides, man. It is close. That is how close this game was. Both players raised exactly 23 buildings, which is hilarious. It goes to show that Bisu's main was not bothered today. And Soma did outspend the Protoss by about 11,000 resources in 26 minutes, which is about right, honestly, about where you'd want it to be. But today, not enough. Not enough, and Soma will have to try again next time. Wow. All right. Well, that was fantastic. Truly, truly, truly fastic display of Brood War there. That was incredible, and that's going to be it for me today. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, and Twitch, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.